the National Museum of Anthropology stages the Philippine ethnographic and terrestrial and underwater archaeological collections narrating the story of the Philippines from the past, as presented through artifacts as evidences of its prehistory. Gallery 1. San Miguel Corporation Exhibition Hall. The Sally A. Bondemhagen collection of limestone burial jars from the Kulaman Plateau. The Indio-Genius 500 Taon ng Labanang Kultural 1521 to 2021 exhibit, created by national artist Kidlat Tahimik, explores the Filipinos' cultural struggles and aspirations over the past 500 years. The exhibit features installations, including found objects, shells, dried palm trees, and stones, that depict Kidlat Tahimik's quirky retelling of these struggles. Gallery 3. The Star Foundation Far East Bank and Trust Company Exhibition Hall. The exhibit highlights the significant role of ceramics in the history of Philippine society and culture. It also showcases the outstanding ceramic types and forms found in different archaeological sites, demonstrating the amazing craftsmanship of past ceramic-producing communities. It displays the various uses of ceramics from cooking pots to mortuary vessels. The gallery has several sections from the initial appearance of ceramics during the Neolithic period to its widest variation and expansion during the Metal Age, followed by the introduction of foreign ceramics in the Philippines, and eventually the contemporary production and use of pottery at present. Some of the highlights of this gallery are the following National Cultural Treasures, NCTs: Maidam Quadrangular Burial Jar, Lena Shoal Blue and White Dish with Flying Elephant, Marinduque Celadon Jar, and Leta Leta Jarlet with Yawning Mouth. Gallery 4, PLDT Exhibition Hall.
Traditional music so catchy.
Gallery 5, Meralco Exhibition Hall, Bangsamoro art from the National Ethnographic Collection. This gallery is a visual exploration of the different rich material cultural heritage of the Islamic cultures in the southern Philippines and how these groups are interconnected within the context of Islamic and Southeast Asian traditions. It features the material culture of the region, known for their ornate decoration and ornaments in various social, economic, political, and ritual contexts. Bangsamoro is derived from the Filipino term bangsa, which means nation, while Moro refers the Spanish appellation to all Muslims in southern Philippines. Mindanao Gallery. This gallery features the material culture of the 13 Lumad groups, represented in the National Ethnographic Collection. It explores the significance of Mindanao natural reserves and resources to Lumad identity, as well as their experiences, and established ties with neighboring groups, specifically the Muslims, through the years. Lumad is a Visayan term meaning born from the earth. They are non-Muslim, non-Christian groups whose culture is centered on their sustainable ecology-based heritage. Kaban ng Lahi Gallery, Archaeological Treasures. The Kaban ng Lahi Archaeological Treasures Gallery is one of the long-running exhibitions at the National Museum of Anthropology. It was installed in celebration of the centennial of Philippine independence in 1998. This gallery is architecturally designed to simulate a cave setting, where most of the burial objects exhibited were discovered. The gallery highlights the past burial traditions and remarkable craftsmanship of past Philippine societies about 2,500 to 1,000 years ago. It features the mortuary potteries from Ayub Cave in Pinol, Maitum, Sarangani Province, formerly South Cotabato, and a diorama that shows how the burial jars were found arranged inside the cave by archaeologists. This gallery showcases a number of objects declared as National Cultural Treasures, NCTs, the Manangul Jar, Maitum Anthropomorphic Burial Jar 21, Leta Leta Stem Cup, Leta Leta Footed Jarlet, and Leta Leta Presentation Dish and Lika. BI Gallery, Tradition, Ecology, and Knowledge among the Philippine Negrito communities. Bayay is an Aita term for life. This gallery features the National Ethnographic Collection, gathered from 1903 to the present, which aims to provide an overview of the previous studies and documentation by early ethnographers and researchers on the Negrito groups. It presents their direct and deep connections with nature reflected in their material cultures and shows their current conditions amidst the degradation and annual thinning of their home, the rainforest. This gallery also highlights two of the earliest human remains found in the Philippines, the skull cap and the fossilized right tibia. Both were retrieved during archaeological excavations in Tabon Cave in Quezon, Palawan in the 1960s and in 2000, respectively. Gallery 7, Rice, Biodiversity, and Climate Change Gallery. This gallery features collections on rice from the NMP and Philippine Rice Research Institute, PhilRice, evoking its significance in the Filipino culture in terms of science, traditional knowledge, and heritage systems. It also aims to support the country's continuing campaign for the Philippines to be self-reliant on rice through responsible rice consumption. It features different types of bulol, granary idol, which are used in rituals associated with rice production and other material cultures, used in planting, harvesting, processing, and storing rice. Gallery 8, Metrobank Foundation Exhibition Hall. Hibla ng Lahing Filipino Gallery, the artistry of Philippine textiles. This gallery showcases the traditional textiles produced by various indigenous and cultural communities in the Philippines. It tells the story of how these textiles were made, the materials in making the cloth, and the technologies they used. On display are different traditional textiles, looms, natural fibers, and dyes. The gallery features a death blanket called kinudian used by the highest members of the Ifugao community, known as the kadangyan, and the banton cloth fragments, the oldest textile collection of the NMP and a national cultural treasure. Baybayin Gallery, Ancient and Traditional Scripts of the Philippines. The Baybayin, Ancient and Traditional Scripts of the Philippines Gallery is a permanent exhibition highlighting Baybayin, a Filipino traditional syllabic writing system. It features and promotes awareness of the writing systems used by the early Filipinos through a showcase of archaeological artifacts, archival records from the Spanish colonial era, and ethnographic collection. Baybayin, as widely used by coastal groups since 16th century, were often inscribed on leaves using pigments or on bamboos using sharp objects for engraving. This was eventually replaced by the Roman alphabet, but retained in the islands of Mindoro, Buhid-Mangyan, and Hanunuo-Mangyan, and Palawan, and Tagbanua until today. Twine Spheres Gallery, mats and baskets as containers, conveyors, and costumes. The gallery acknowledges and honors local basket and mat weavers in the different regions of the country. It highlights the significance of baskets and mats as part of both tangible and intangible Filipino cultural heritage through the different materials, techniques used, and the designs incorporated in them, as entwined in their functions as accessories and costumes, containers of both secular and sacred objects, and conveyors in fishing, agriculture, as well as in most daily activities. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell to get updates on my new uploads. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video.